Awesome. Before we start the presentation, I'd like to mention about our disclaimer. EIP, it's educational informational products. MCI, it's multi-level crowd investing. Is crypto unit, internal token points. STO, it means security token offering. Please pay attention that during this presentation, we will not provide you with any investment or finance advice. Whatever the information provided is there for you for the education purposes. If you wish to consider any further relationship with our company, please make sure that you do own due diligence wisely, and if you need, please consult with their local accountant or finance consultants if you need any further advice. Otherwise, we're happy to start today's presentation. My name is Mila Serdjukova. I'm the chairman of the President Council, president according to a new group of companies rank. So I've been in the company for the 4 years. And before I start further, I would like to share with you my story. When I was 19 years old, I'm from a very small city in Estonia, Narva. I wanted to leave the small city. I wanted to conquer the world. I wanted to travel. I wanted to be part of some, big business. But being from very small city, from very small country, it was really difficult for me to unleash all my potential. It was very difficult for me to find a company which were able to satisfy all my requirements on being a global business. And I have decided to leave Estonia, and I decided to go to United Kingdom without having a proper knowledge about language, any knowledge about the culture. I just packed my stuff with my best friend, and we decided within 3 days to quit university in Estonia and fly all the way to London to seek a better life. Can you please put plus in the chat if you've ever been in a position where you wanted to do something meaningful in your life and you're ready to give up everything, you're ready to take all the chances just in order to try to catch this lucky bird, just to catch the opportunity to earn more, to be more, to become more. Same with me. At the age of 19, I realized myself living in a country where I know nothing, no language, no culture, and it was a big challenge. It was a big challenge for me because I have nobody in London at that time. And I remember how difficult it was, specifically at the beginning, to build myself, to build my career, to try to have this identity in such a massive city as London. But as time passed by, I managed to overcome through all the challenges. I get in myself to University of the Business and Marketing, get a very good degree, and slowly but surely start looking into different business opportunities and been involved in very big corporations. But when I reached the second, space where I had a really good salary, I had a very good position. On that time, I was traveling all over the world. I actually realized that I wanted to have something more than just to have a good job. I wanted to not just work for money, but I wanted to add value to other people. I wanted to be part of the business which has a really meaning behind it. And the second time in my life, I made this crazy decision. I decided to quit my stable full-time job and went into nowhere. I decided to be a partner of the company, which on that time was just a startup. It was based on idea, and I liked this idea so much. So I was ready to give up my stability, give up my full-time job, give up good salary in order for me to try something new. And again, lots of people are in my life who were against my choices. But if I look back at this 4 years ago, when I made this decision, I can really tell you that my life has changed big time. And the most difficult decisions which I ever make in my time, the outcome was that they added massive value. And these decisions made me who I am today. And without all these difficulties, I would never be able to be myself. I would never be able to become the person such I am today. So therefore, if you are also today maybe in a position where you have lots of uncertainty, where maybe you're not happy about your current situation, maybe you also wanted to be part of some global business, maybe you want to add value to others, or maybe you just want to help yourself and your family, then definitely this presentation is for you. You will be able to learn about a massive company which is today promoting the new economic evolution of the world mission. You would be able to learn about new business tools which will help you to create extra income stream for yourself and your family member. And I really wish that you also today will make this choice, and this decision will change your life for better, and not just you, but all people who surround you. Because all decisions which we made, which are the most difficult, these are decisions which really change our lives. So I hope you're ready for this journey. I hope you'll give me a plus if you want to learn about today projects which I'm just about to share. And put plus if you're excited. I hope you are, because I'm very excited to present in front of you. We have so many countries here, and I'm happy that we have this opportunity to stay connected today. So first of all, as you probably know, there is lots of books, include Robert Kiyosaki, where he proved that unfortunately today majority of the people, which is average workers, they don't have much opportunity to earn good money. Approximately 90% of the world wealth belong to 10% of the people. And unfortunately, 90% of the people are earning only 10% of the world wealth. And for that, many reasons we can discuss why this happening. And one of the good illustration is taken from the Robert Kiyosaki book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, where he showed that there is a certain quadrant. He called it quadrant, a cash flow quadrant, where he divided people into four groups. A workman, these are people who are having a job. These are people who work for somebody else. Majority of people think that this is the safe place to be, but unfortunately, this is most uncertainty, unsafe place to be. Because number one, you're not controlling the like if your boss decided to fire you, he can do this. You don't have any opportunity to grow massively in the company, because at the end of the day, in the corporate world, it's only one CEO. And you don't have a stability, even though you believe that to having a job, this is very stable decision. In fact, it is not. And people, a majority of the people today, they are working, and they come to understand that unless they are adding additional income stream, it's very hard to meet the ends. Second is entrepreneur. This will be the people who are working for themselves. Yes, they have a bit more freedom. They don't have a boss. They become the boss for themselves. But unfortunately, the income is very limited. Let's say if you're a hairdresser, you can do only certain amount of you can serve certain amount of clients per day. If you want to earn more, it's very difficult to do, because you only have I don't know, 12 hours per day to do your job. So as an entrepreneur, yes, you have more freedom. You work for yourself, you rely on yourself, but at the end of the day, you're very limited yourself in terms of how much money you can get from your work. The third is the businessman. Businessman is the person who organized the business. If you look at the Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO, he is example of the great businessman, where he created the Facebook, but then he's not doing everything himself. He organized the company, and within this company has a certain organizational structure where people work for him. So as the businessman, that is where you have your freedom, time freedom, you have your movement freedom. You can have as many days and holidays off as you wish. You don't have a job to attend. And at the same time, as the businessman, you have opportunity to scale, to opportunity to earn more money, because it's not you who need to work hard to get the money, but you organize other people's work. And that's why if you look at their statistics, you would not find employee who become multimillionaire. It's very unlikely, but you will find lots of businessmen who become a millionaire. So therefore, if you look into have a really a financial freedom, so you need to look at the right side of the quadrant, which is the businessman and of course investor. Investor, this is only part of the quadrant where not you working for money, but rather money works for you. And these two, businessman and investor, these are only routes to really success, and these are only routes where you can reach your financial goals. So therefore, our aim is get rid of this uncertainty, get rid of the instabilities in the country. We would like to provide with opportunity to grow. We want to provide with opportunity to have a better routes for business. We are looking for entrepreneurs. We are looking for people who really fed up of running this rat race, and people who had this entrepreneurship spirit, people who wanted to become free, who wanted to become their own boss. They want to learn about investment. They want to learn about how to organize the structures in the business, and they wanted to really to make the dreams reality. If you look at the global economical outline, in many countries we have exactly same problems, which are again very linked with their economical situation today. There are lots of people who are losing the jobs. There is very big problems in environment arena. Every single year, inflation is increases in some countries. It's get more and more difficult for people to earn the money and earn the good money, so they have some savings. In majorities of the country today, there are really difficult economical situation where government is not supporting or providing any initiatives. There are so many countries today where they replacing people labor with the robots. For example, if you go to their UK airports, you only see few people there. You can just scan your passport and you can go through the gates. So the question is, where all these people will be going if they start losing the job? In India, Jet Airways, they went but the bankrupt a few months ago. More than 12,000 people lost the job. So the question is, where these people will go? In Europe as well as in UK, 300-year airline Thomas Cook, they declared themselves a bankruptcy. More than 30,000 people lost their job. So the question is, where will these people go, and what will happen with the countries where people start losing the jobs? You know, I can tell you what happened. And this is what the beginning of the revolution, where people have uncertainty, where people have a fear that they don't have security for tomorrow anymore. And that's why all these, fights and turnovers are happening, because of people feel insecurity and stability. But we here on this presentation, we are not talking about just the problems. We know what the problems are, but let's talk rather about what will be a solution for this problem. And solution, what we see, it's called new economic evolution of the world, or we call it NEEW. New economic evolution of the world is idea which is born out of how this idea was born with the mission of provided the global wealth distribution, provided opportunity for people to have safety and security. And when we're going to build the new economic evolution of the world, our aim is to provide people with education, provide the people with the opportunity to become co-owners of the local assets. And of course, idea of new economic evolution of the world is to provide with the people opportunity to add additional income stream through the business. And only when this wealth distribution will happen in equally, where we also will make a middle and low class to raise above, only then we will have a stability in our economy. Only then we would be able to have the world full of people who have dreams, who wanted to flourish, people who promoting the business which add massive value, people who are live in prosperity and happiness. And all this will happen with the new economic evolution of the world. So the person who created this idea, his name is Andrei Havratov. He is the CEO of the NEEW group of companies. He is the author and the CEO of the Academy of Private Investor. He is the great businessman. Through his life, he's been involved in so many different businesses, a traditional business, investment business, a multi-level business. And wherever he goes, his motto was to become the best, to learn all the best tools. And through his experience, he evolves. An idea of new economic evolution of the world was born, where he really sees the opportunity in today's environment to create the better life for people, not just in the future, but today. And Andrew Havratov, being a professional investor and businessman with all his skills, he has the strategies how and when this will happen. And you've been part of this webinar already tells me that you already are the part of the new economic evolution of the world. If you look at the one of the description, he's master of dreams realization. What does it mean? Andrew Havratov has a very unique gift. The people who liaison with him, people who build in the business with him, or who the partners, all their dreams become a reality. He has this, the magic around him, where whatever the business he touch, it's almost like a turn to the gold. But it's not just himself who doing this. All the people who working together in our organization, each of these people added a massive value. All of these people who we have today in the group of companies and NEMI are the people who have, hearts full of love, hearts full of passion about this project, and all together we are building the economic evolution of the world. Last week on November 14, Andrei Havratov have received very honorable awards. In Russia, there is a book called Hundreds of People of Our Millennium. It's like encyclopedia where top 100 people, the names, the pictures, the businesses are written in this book. And these are people who added massive value to the Russian history, to the includes Vladimir Putin. There are people who are very famous actors, very famous businessmen. These are people who actually outstanding leaders in Russia. And Andrei Havratov is one of them. If you haven't seen this book yet, please ask the person who invited you to this webinar so he or she can share with you this book. We have them in our offices. And you would be able to find Andrei Havratov picture over there with the description. This is such a great honor. This is not something which you can just apply, got it. Only people who added massive value to the country level, to the global level, have been put on this book. So I'm very proud of having Andrei as well listed on this book. Going further, in order for us to build a new economic evolution of the world, we have three main principles. So we call them three pillars, where we can emphasize through the education, through the co-ownership, and through the business. And bringing all these three components together, only then we can build a new economic evolution of the world. Let's start with the first, education. If you look at their education, our company, we have provided lots of courses which are designed for the purpose of providing financial investment education. In 2011, Andrei Havratov have established Academy of Private Investor Company with the purpose of providing online trainings and courses for the financial investment literacy. And the courses were in Russian language. It was for a Russian-speaking audience. And within the almost 7 years of the business, Andrei had more than 100,000 people in his academy. And these are people who wanted to become professional investors. These are people who wanted to learn the secrets about the financial and investment world. When we talk about Academy of Private Investor in our business, we mean educational courses. There's lots of I guess, education you can find online where there are some companies who only based on selling specific, let's say, trading courses, or how to become rich, I don't know, creating some additional income stream. But you will never find the company which combined all investment segments together in one. You will not find a company where we not teach you how to use one tool, but rather we start teaching you what is investment in investing means. Our courses, which we have provide, they're full of and practical disciplines as well, whereby you can learn the secrets how to become a professional investor. And professional investor comes from not just learning the courses, but also the taking the actions. And what you can see now on your screen, these are the basics rule of the private investor. We call them 8 rules of private investor. If you learn only this bit, trust me, you would be able to reach your goal massively. They are very simple rules, but yet these are the rules. If you break, you will not make it. And if you look at the history of the most successful investors, most successful entrepreneurs, they are following these principles. They are following these simple rules. And if you will slowly start following yourself, you will see how you will understand better in much more detail about investment world. And today in our company, we have created few instruments which will be able to help you to test your financial and investment knowledge. Among yourself, how many of you have ever played the Genius of Finance Business Stimulator game? Can you please put a plus if you play this game, or minus if you didn't play the game at all? Mhm. Okay, well, I can see some of you have, and we have lots of people who didn't play. Then for you, definitely take the note, Genius of Finance game. Ask the person who introduced you to this webinar, when is the next game in your city. This game is very unique instrument. This game can be played with the person who has no clue about investment, or the person who's professional investor. I play this game so many times with the different people, with different mindset and different financial situations, and I can tell you that this game can really help you a lot in your self development. By playing this game, you will be able to understand where you are today in your financial and investment situation, and the most importantly, why. This game is the ideal instrument if you wanted to become a professional investor, but you still not sure how to invest. You're still not sure maybe about terminology. You still maybe not sure about what tactics to use. You can play this game few times, and you can learn a lot about investment and financial world. You can learn a lot about communication skills and teamwork, and of course this game will help you to generate so many ideas. You have lots of fun, and every single time when we play this game, we have amazing, big smiles on people's faces. And every single time when this game is finishing, people feel like, well, now I'm ready. I want to try to then go to the real life. I want to play this game and the real situation. So this game was created by Andrei Havratov and Antonina Kianovskaya. She's the head of education department, and she's the one who put all her knowledge together with Andre about investment, about finance. This game is something sort of the combination of monopoly, combination of cash flow game, which will help you to learn today world realities by playing the game. And we also have this game translated in a few languages. And for the past few years, been organizing different tournaments. And the last tournaments which we had was in Russia, in Moscow. You can see that we organized there multilingual games, different tables. We had people from all over the world coming to play this tournament. And we have people from Russia, India, Italy, Australia, different level people. And of course, each of these tables, they have own rules, own sort of on financial statuses. And what I like about this game specifically, that people who play this game, if you look at before and after, the after part is amazing. I know the guy, he after the game, this guy in India, after the game, he started looking for different investment and business opportunities. And because of the game, he actually learned where he can also invest in India. I know the guy in UK, he after this game start looking into the business side from our company, and today he is one of the very big leaders in UK. I notice so many people around the world who are very keen to learn something new. And today we have these instruments in our company. That's why we promote education, as education is the key to success. Let's have a look at the short video about Genius of Finance. I'm sure you will love it.
The training game Genius of Finance is a new revelation in business training. In a short time, the training has become popular in more than 20 countries of the world. It received the approval of a huge number of business trainers, mentors, and coaches. What is the reason for its effectiveness? Knowledge does not bring success, only experience gives the result. Under the guidance of an experienced presenter in the form of a game, you simulate the events of real life. Get the experience of investing, communication, and generating new ideas. You are working on your goal in the game. You clearly formulate your goal and work out strategies for achieving it. Vision of opportunities gives you extra results. The game will expand your boundaries of thinking and allow you to notice in life what was previously hidden from your attention.
So before we go any further, can you please put plus in the chat if you would like to play the Genius of Finance in your city, in your region? So we can see how many people we have here who wanted to learn about financial strategies, investment strategies. Same in Russian group. Can you hear me guys well in Russian? Good. Wow, we have lots of people over the world, Indonesia, Australia, UK, Greece, Netherlands, Italy, India. Everybody wants to play this game. US, Oman. Wow. This is amazing. New Zealand. Well, guys, definitely we need to organize more of these games, more of these tournaments, because once people are playing it, they really understand how the finance, how investment works. And, it's funny, the first few games, you might feel shy, you might feel like, you don't want to make any big investment choices. But as you play with the money, as you learn yourself, this millions all of a sudden become not a really big money. So it's an amazing instrument, and I advise you to, after this webinar, reach out to the person who invited you and ask where is next game in your city, in your region, and book yourself. You will love it. Also, apart from the Genius of Finance games, we have lots of educational packages in information in our company. And in fact, when you are registered in your back office, you will get an access to EIP, which is educational information package. And in this package, there are lots of information. We have lots of investment and financials, business topics, different courses which are there for you, help designed to help you to understand better how to become more professional investor, how to turn $1 into 1 million, what is the capitalization, what does it mean, the risks and liquidity. As soon as you learn all this knowledge, you will feel like you now know everything about investment. And that's where the tricky part comes, is to turn this knowledge into the practice. So number one, what I recommend is to go to back office if you're already registered in our company, and click on educational tab and start looking and learning all these courses which you have, because they will help you to understand much more detail about investment and finance world. We have lots of business and personal growth topics as well, which are there to design in order to help you to reach your dreams, to reach your goals. We talk about courses such as time management, such as 8 fundamentals principles of wealth and success. We're talking about sources of additional income courses. And of course, we have personal coaching practices as well. And we have lots of webinars on a weekly, on a monthly basis, in so many countries and in different languages. So educational information packages is our core product. And without education, without having people who understand how this world works, it will be very difficult to build an economic evolution in the world. Let me ask you a tricky question. Would you like to win the lottery? Put the plus if you would like to win the lottery. Let's say you win $1 million in lottery. Why not? Awesome. Okay, so somebody wants to win 25 million? Okay, good. Second question. Would you like to get the millions in inheritance? Like all of a sudden you wake up in the morning and you realize that somebody who you not even knew properly in life decided to leave you the properties, the money, decided to leave you with all assets, and you're the lucky one. Good. Why not as well? Probably you would like to, but let me share with you statistics, which when I learned the statistics, I actually was really shocked. According to the national lottery statistics, 95% of people who won the lottery within less than 5 years, they will become a bankrupt. Even on YouTube, you can find videos where I don't remember what company was it, but they combine the lottery winners back to 1990s till today, how their life were before they win lottery, when they win the lottery, and after. And I was crying to see this video. So what I understood and what I really want you to guys understand, that success and the wealth does not come from just winning lottery or receiving big money. More likely, 95% of people in these rooms who listen in these webinars, if you would win the lottery today, in less than 5 years, you will find yourself in even worse situation that you are before you win the lottery. Why? Because of the knowledge. If you don't know how to save and multiply $100, how would you save and multiply 1 million or 25 million? Yes, there is a saying, easy money comes easy and goes easy. This could be true, I don't know. But what I know for sure, if you don't have financial and investment education, it doesn't matter how much money you get, you will not be able to manage them properly. And if you win the millions or receive the millions, there is a very big chance that you will lose all this money. Not lose, you will spend. Majority of people, what they will do, they buy the house, they buy the car, they get the better, younger half, and who knows what else. So we know how to spend money. If you look at the traditional schooling system, they teach us to think first, how to get a job. Second, how to spend money. Nobody in today in traditional education teach us how to multiply, how to save the money, how to become investor, how to get multiple income streams. They don't teach this in colleges, universities, or schools. They only teach you how to have a job and how to spend the money. So therefore, education is the key. And only through the education, you would be able to know how to save the money, how to multiply the money. You will learn about the discipline. And on this discipline, that's what this EIP is all about. 8 rules of private investor. This course is only based on the discipline. And if you will receive this big money and you follow at least 8 rules of private investor, you will have more probability to multiply them. So therefore, education is the key to success. not the money, not the wealth. Education is, because education, you can keep it with you no matter what's happened in the economy of your country, no matter how old are you, what you experience, no matter where your family come from. The matter is what is inside your brain. And if you program your brain for success to get the investment and financial education, if you understand the basic principles and disciplines, only then you will become a successful. Education is the key, correct. Are you ready for second part? Remember, when we talk about new economic evolution of the world, we talk about education, co-ownership, and the business. Now we have discussed the importance of the education. Let's have a look what is co-ownership means.
The Crypto Unit program provides an opportunity to become a co-owner, stakeholder, shareholder of a global investment portfolio, which works in over 20 segments and sectors of the investment market. The Crypto Unit is a chance for people to change the realities of their lives, do what they love, and live in abundance and prosperity, be important to the community and bring great benefits to other people, solve the problem of class inequality, liquidate poverty and devastation, create the best opportunities which arise once in a lifetime of every person. The Crypto Unit program is what 90% of the people on the planet have been waiting for. Hurry up and claim your chance, your luck, your prosperity. Refer to the person who shared this video with you.
Nice one. Now you should have in your brain, hold on, in this company, I'm not just going to get education, but have a co-ownership opportunity. Yes, you are. And in our business and the new economic evolution of the world can only also build if you have this, if you turn the opportunity from only rich people where they own the best companies, they own the best opportunity, they invest into economies, and when the economy, when the companies make the money, it's been shared only with a few people. If we can provide opportunity with ordinary people to get access to the assets, to get access to their best investment opportunities, then the people will become much more wealthier. If you look at the countries such as Emirates, they have really good rules that every single person who born in Emirate, they become automatically of the co-owner of the local assets. So the person who born in Emirates, they have opportunity to earn the dividends on oil and gas market. And as you know, Emirates, they one of the largest producers of oil, crude oil in the world. So this little move provided opportunity with the prosperity where middle class people become richer. Imagine living in a city where people are wealthy, where there is no fights, there is no uncertainty, there's there's stability, and people are receiving on a monthly basis the dividends from whatever the country produces. You use the electricity, and every single month you receive the dividend income from the electricity company. You drink the water, and every month you receive the dividends from the water company. You decided to go to the local coffee shop, you buy the coffee, and you receive the dividends from the local coffee shop. How amazing would that be? And this is what we call the redistribution of the wealth, where people becoming co-owners of their different assets. But we took this idea to the extra level. People who are in our company today, they buy educational packages, and the part of the package, they are receiving opportunity to become co-owner of the global portfolio. And our global portfolio has these 20 investment segments, which you can see in your screens. And we call it a complete diversification, where we're looking at their best assets, best opportunities, but not through one country, but through the entire world. So people today who participating into the crypto unit program, they become co-owners of the global assets. They become co-owners of the different industries. And what you can see from the slides, these are just an examples of the segments where we look into invest and expand. So every single time when somebody in our company will eat sushi from the sushi master, our people in our company, our partners will receive a monthly or quarterly dividends. This is the aspect of the new economic evolution of the world, where people becoming the clients, where people becoming co-owners, and they become a businessman. So what you can see in the slide is one of our company we have invested, Sushi Master. It's a Japanese takeaway restaurant. The main goal is to build the largest Japanese food delivery company in the world. And for this, they need to open around 50,000 restaurants in 10 years' time. Capitalization, estimated capitalization of Sushi Master, approximately up to 250 billion US dollars. And the good news, dear friends, all of the people who are part of the crypto unit program, you are co-owners of the Sushi Master Place. So next time when you do the presentation, I give you a little tip. Go to the Sushi Master, invite the person for the presentation, and while you're eating sushi, just ask him, listen, my friend, John, would you like to receive the dividends income? Would you like to own the place like this? He will look around and say, well, yes, of course, it's a great place, very tasty sushi, why not? And then he can say, you know what, I am already. Trust me, he will be interested. He will be interested to learn who you are, what do you do, and what do you mean you're co-owner of the Sushi Master Place? So I'm just eating here, spending, and you're earning on the dividends. So this idea, it's very unique to our company. And through this co-ownership, that is how we're going to bring the new economic evolution of the world, where people will start participating in the global economy, participating in the wealth distribution. So number one, Sushi Master is one of our instruments, which we are co-owners. Second instrument is innovative transport technologies. This transport technology is been created a few years ago by one of the greatest entrepreneurs in Belarus, Dr. Unitsky, and he put lots of effort to bring the transportation to the stage where today this technology being shown in Belarus, in Minsk, as well as they have a good relationship with the Emirates and few other countries where they're planning to build these transportation technologies. Myself, I have participated in a few of the events. These pictures are taken from the biggest event in Germany, Innotrans, where Dr. Unitsky and his team, they showcase this technology to the world, that it's real, it's feasible, it's workable, and this has been achieved with the support of people. So the main advantages of this technology that it requires minimal land acquisition, it's ecological safe, it's very conservative, it's safe to nature. It's much more cheaper and cost effective compared to any other competition in the market. And the best part is the market volume. Market volume for the technology, it's almost 50 trillion, 500 trillion US dollars. This will include transportation, cargo, city transport, high-speed transport. This will include the stations and logistics. This will include the linear cities development. So all this is possible with innovative transport technologies. And we are also owners of this amazing transport technology. Third one, it's movie industry Kitmar. How many of you would like to watch movies? Please put the plus in the chat. Maybe cinema, or maybe at home, but how many of you enjoyed watch some cool movies? Mm-hmm. You know, our idea is not just invest into the movie, but it's investment, we call it investment into the cultural development. If you look today in the movie industry, there are not so many good movies, right? There are lots of horror movies which are now being so popular, lots of, like funny movies which sometimes, don't have any meaning, but there are only few really good movies with a story behind it. So by investing into the Kitmar company, our idea was also invested into the cultural development. we would like to not just invest in a movie production company, but we would like to create own movies as well, which will be meaningful, which will be educational, which will add value. So the movie after which people will feel like, wow, I got it. I learned something new. I want to be of part. I want to make my dreams reality. So investment into the cultural, it's very important, because if you look at the today society, this like social media and media overall, they've been brainwashed lots of people. So we wanted to, again, through the education, through the empowerment, we want to raise the bar, and the investment in the culture, it's plays a massive role. So we are looking for the projects where they are not just profitable, but we're looking for the projects which are meaningful as well, which can add the value. And this example of one of our investment partners, we are co-owners of the Kitmar company. We are co-owners of this movie and animation industry company, which has been founded in 2005 by Nurlan Mamakayev. And his goal is to create the high quality entertainment projects and the film production markets of China and India. And the two markets, they have a massive, massive potential. And so far, up to the day, he has more than 15 successful projects. And Nurlan has experience in the companies where he created their animation effects for movies such as Spider-Man, from very famous movie Aquaman. If you seen the Aquaman, there are certain applications which was done by Nurlan company. So they already established in the market, and the idea which Nurlan and Andrei Havratov are working at the moment called Dragon Man. This is the new movie which will be released sometimes, and you will see lots of interesting ideas in these movies. As soon as this movie will be made, our investors and partners will be first to be notified, because this movie is also about us, about our company, about our idea. So again, next time when you go with a friend to the cinema, mention that, hey, would you like to be co-owner of the movie production company? Because we are. This is another amazing instrument which we have in our portfolio. Also, crypto ATM. How many of you have heard about crypto ATM? Put plus. And if you never heard about crypto ATM and you have no idea what it is, put minus. Mm-hmm. Awesome, majority of you know. Well, crypto ATM, it's very similar to ATM machine, but it's created for cryptocurrencies, for exchange of the cryptocurrencies to fiat money, and from fiat to cryptocurrency. But in our case, we are co-owners of the Cryptomat company, where we want to use this machine not just for exchange between their fiat money to the cryptocurrency and vice versa, but we also add an opportunity to use the cash over there. We also have opportunity to modify the machine where our crypto unit can be purchased directly from this machine. So it's very exclusive to the market. If you look at the cryptocurrency market capitalization, more than 300 billion US dollars. And for the past 2 years, cryptocurrency market has grew significantly. So by having this crypto ATM business, what would this mean for us? Number one is the amazing instruments for our partners, where you can easily cash in and cash out. You can make the purchases, you can convert your cash into cryptocurrency or to the units. You can withdraw some of your bonuses through this machine. But also the crypto ATM, it's also a very profitable business. If you look at how banks make the money, they make the money on the exchange. Every single transaction have been done through the bank. They add in fees, right? If you look at the exchanges, how they make money, because they convert one currency to another, to third, to fourth, and they have a fees. So as the business instrument, a crypto ATM give us, sorry, okay, we'll slow down. As the crypto ATM machine, it can provide with a massive competitive advantage, because this we have a massive database of our partners who will use these machines to invest, to not invest, to put the money in, to get the money out. By using crypto ATM, we have ability to earn the money on the currency exchange, and each crypto ATM machine can be viewed as the business as well. If you look again at the banking sector or any financial sector, how they make money is through the exchanges and through the fees. So imagine now we have this opportunity to bring crypto ATMs on all over the world. And we have a very big advantage, which is our network. Our network, our clients give us a massive advantage. I've been in Estonia where crypto ATMs are quite popular, and there are a few companies who already installed the crypto ATMs. The problem they have is they don't have enough clients. Do you think we will ever have these problems? I don't think. We will have a queue of our partners who would wanted to use this machine, who would wanted to top up and withdraw, who would like to have these machines in the offices. And this will give us lots of like liquidity from cash to from fiat to cryptocurrency into the unit. And this crypto ATM is very unique. At the moment, what we offering in the market, we don't have any similar competitor. If there are some machines in some countries, majority of them only work in one way. You can put your money in and you can purchase cryptocurrency, but you cannot make them out, take them out, and you cannot top up your back office using them. So in our case, Cryptomata, Crypto ATM is very profitable from the investment point of view, but also from the business point of view, it's an amazing instrument for our network. So if you wanted to have Cryptomat in your country, please make sure that you reach the person who introduced you for this webinar, and you leave your application form, because we are looking to expand Cryptomats now globally, specifically those countries where they are cryptocurrency friendly. Going further, innovative basalt technology. This is amazing instruments. We are also co-owners of this company. The idea of basalt, it's very simple, but it's so unique, and I'm very surprised that at the moment there is no much competition on this industries. As you know, majority of the buildings, majority of constructions are made from the metal. So basalt is very innovative material, which are ecological, it's natural material, it's easy to process, it's much more cheaper, and it can replace all the construction and metal industries. So instead of building the house using metal, you can build a house using basalt. And we are co-owners of the companies who has the unique technology how to extract basalt, unique technologies how to make the different piece of materials out of this basalt. And today in certain countries like India, basalt is almost everywhere. And once we teach local entrepreneurs or the government how they can make the money on basalt, they will love it. And we will have basalt in every single construction. There are lots of basalt on majority of the Asian countries, and the technology, it's very unique and has a massive market potential. Imagine we can use this technology and we can not necessarily to replace, but for all the new constructions, we can provide with the cheaper, much more cheaper resources, much more ecologically friendly resources, and they will be much more sustainable. So therefore, basalt technology is one of the truly innovations, and today we are also co-owners of the basalt innovation company, which are looking for the expansion in Asia, which are looking to expansion in America as well, and pretty much all over the world, specifically in the countries where they have lots of basalt. This technology is needed. And the good news that we have partners who have this unique technology how to extract and how to make a production out of basalt. So therefore, in the future, when you see the new building made from basalt, you can also mention that, by the way, you are co-owner of the innovative basalt technology company. How good is to know all these instruments. That's you guys, all of us, we co-owners of such amazing companies, such amazing initiatives. And the last but not the least is online platform Shipart. This platform is also very unique. You see, like in our company, we have combined all the best ever investment opportunities under one umbrella, which is a crypto unit program. And this Shikart instrument, it's very, very unique with a brilliant idea. The people who behind this Shikart application are very famous in Russia. They have created, in Kazakhstan, they have created lots of application and IT ideas previously. They work with the companies like, they created the application for the Microsoft. They were among the first people who created online webinars platforms for the corporates. They actually created the application for one of the, don't remember the hotel name, one of the top resorts in the world, where they provided the back-end opportunity to connect the housekeeping with the main desk. So they provided the fully automated applications for this. So they've been in the market for quite like so many years. And Denis Biskatov, he is STO, and Serik Torikesh, he is the CEO of the company, Shikart. And them together, they have established so many projects, successful projects in the past. And they even been introduced to the top people in the Russian countries and been recognized for added value. One of the application they worked on was for people who had who had a cancer. They have provided with some application which were able to help cancer ill people to understand what to do next with their life. So it's fully automated system which they have created from scratch. They make it works, and this application were available on the Apple and as well as Android. So these people, they know what they do. They've been in industry for so many years. They have done so many successful projects. And today we have a very great opportunity to work together as the partners. So we are co-owners of the Shikart technology. Shikart application is to create it for entrepreneurs and for the consumers. They use the loyalty management system and the bonuses, which are very popular in Russia and Kazakhstan, but yet not so popular in Europe. So idea of the Shikart application is to connect together the clients, to provide them with the loyalty bonuses, to connect entrepreneurs, to make them their business, to make clients to return to their business. And it helps to save the massive budget for entrepreneurs. It helps for entrepreneurs to reduce the costs, increase the repeat purchases, and the application is working worldwide. So at the moment, they do a bit of rebranding, so we can link our back office to this application as well. But this application will give us, again, multiple purposes. Number one, we can get the new entrants for the new clients who would like to be users of the Shikart themselves and save lots of money on daily shopping. But also it gives us access to the entrepreneurs. The majority of entrepreneurs today, they have very similar problems. It's not lack of clients. They have some products which are left over. That's why like Black Fridays is so popular, to give massive discounts. And today entrepreneurs, they have challenges such as repeated business. So everybody will be happy, includes clients and entrepreneurs, when we create a platform which is win-win for everybody, where entrepreneurs can have a guaranteed money from the clients, and the clients can make the massive savings through the entrepreneurs offering. That's what in Scratch Shikart application all about. And guess who is co-owner of the Shikart application? Of course we are. So it's another instrument which you should learn about a bit more detail. Well, that's pretty much in detail. I explain you for the few instruments where we as the company have invested, and all people today who purchase an EIP, they become automatically co-owners of these companies too. Crypto Unit program has three phases or three realization phases, we call them. First phase was pre-opening. Pre-opening has 8 stages, and the duration of the pre-opening is from 6 to 12 months. During the phase one, we have 30 billion crypto unit into circulation. The phase two, which will start from 8 to 17 months, will be the official project's opening, global sale of crypto unit tokens, where the crypto unit will be accessible not just through our closed club, but crypto units will be available from marketplaces, from any financial investment companies. So the crypto units will be globalized. And the last phase is the global merchandising, where we use crypto unit as the exchange method, as the payment method. So the crypto unit will be a worldwide known token, which will be used to pay for the services, to pay for the any products. And the crypto unit on the phase three, that is where we're looking at our portfolio. To the worth of our portfolio would be 100 trillion US dollars, and the duration for the phase number three would be anything from 4 to 8 years. So this will be the globalization of their crypto unit program. At the moment today, we're in the phase number one. If you look at our portfolio, which I have shared with you with a few instruments, today, if we value assets we own through the crypto unit portfolio, it's more than 80 million units, or 80 million US dollars. So we are not a small startup anymore. We are a big company. He owns more than 80 million in asset dollars into our portfolio. And all our partners are co-owners. So when you are getting yourself into the crypto unit program, and crypto unit program can only, you can only register for crypto unit inside of our back office. It's a closed club yet, it's only internal offering. You will get a few benefits. Number one, you will get access to educational programs. Number two, you will become co-owner of the global investment portfolio. Number three, you will receive monthly loyalty program bonuses. Loyalty program bonuses are paid on a monthly basis for all people who are part of the crypto unit program. And these are loyalty program bonuses. They are there as a rewards points for our partners. Also, we have introduced last month's profit bonus, which is, we call them unconditional base bonus. So the profit bonus is taken from all the income provided by our instruments, which I mentioned to you only few. We have a portfolio much more larger. So out of the profit for all these instruments, we take a certain percentage and divide it by all our participants of the crypto unit program. So we call it profit bonus. Also, as a part of the crypto unit program, you will be able to participate in the regulated and transparent financing, crypto unit value grow via asset grow, and opportunity in the future for crypto unit circulation as the global merchandise. That's where we looking for, and that's where we wanted our company to expand, working with the different countries all over the world. By increasing our portfolio, the more people we have in our company, the more the larger investment is, the more we increase our portfolio. The more we increase our portfolio, the larger loyalty bonuses are, and the more, of course, dividend income in the future. So everything is correlated in our circle. But that is not it. The last bit, which is the most excited, is MLCI business. But before I'm going to MLCI, can you please put in the chat how many of you already are co-owners of the crypto units program? Put plus if you are, or minus if you are not yet. Mm-hmm. Awesome. And another question, are you still have a strength to listen about what is MLCI business? Are you still as excited as you were at the beginning of this presentation? Awesome, because I am. It's my favorite part. So now we talk about education, right? We understand why education is important and what is the value education has. We talk about crypto unit program, which is the global portfolio, which provide people with a co-ownership. But then we have one more component which works as the glue. And if we would not have this component, then we would not be able to achieve what we guys achieved so far. And this component is MLCI business, multi-level crowd investing. This is the glue who we are. We all are the part of MLCI business. So what we have achieved, the company has been formed in September 2014. So we've been in the market for more than 5 years. We have more than 800,000 partners around the globe with the 150 countries plus. We do investment and financial workshop, webinars, presentations, meetings all over the world. And we also do lots of the trainings on the business opportunities. We provide with the people opportunity to have multiple income streams to reach the financial freedom. And as you know, like there is a saying, you can always rely on your investment and your future return, but at the end of the day, you need to have a money to buy the food close today. So MLCI, this is your today. This is the reality. This is your today business. And in MLCI, all of us are CEOs of our own organization. So what is MLCI? It's multi-level crowd investing. You see the scheme on this slide. Multi-level, it means there is some structure. There is some referral structure involved. Crowds means people, and people could be young. We have people who are, I don't know, 10 years old or even 10 days old, and we have people who are elderly, who are 80 plus. So we working with the people, no matter how old are you, no matter what country you're from. This is people project created for people by people. And investing, this is where we talk about crypto units and investment projects. So altogether, it's multi-level crowd investing, or MLCI. What MLCI can offer? Number one, MLCI is the instrument where you will receive lots of business trainings. If you remember, we talk about education, about the people who, statistics about the millionaire. If you won the lottery, very similar statistics exist in the business. If you don't know nothing about the business, do you think you would be able to build a successful company from scratch? If you have no idea, you don't know how to build business, you don't know what is the finance, you don't know how to do accounting, you don't know how to do the trainings, do you think you would be able to build successful business if you have no clue about the business itself? Put plus if you feel you can, or minus if you believe that it will be difficult to do. Mm-hmm. Some of you very ambitious. You can build a business without even knowing anything about the business. Interesting. I think if anybody really would like to create a great business, then person at least need to go through some teachings and learning first, right? To how to create the business plan, how to work with accountant, how to work with the people. So all these trainings are very important. Same in MLCI, we provide lots of business-orientated people. We provide it with the business-orientated trainings. These trainings teach you how to create multiple income streams, how to organize your business. These trainings teach you how to become a great leader, how to work with the people. So the trainings are very must. And if you really seriously wanted to be successful, then in a business, you also need to start looking at the trainings and the skill development. Also in MLCI, we offering unlimited income. Here I can see some mistakes in the translation. So unlimited income means that once you invite somebody in our company who are purchase the EAP, they make any amount of like investment, straight away you receive the bonus. These more bonuses immediately will be on your back office, and these bonuses immediately will be viewed by you and by your upline, by entire tree. So we provide people with a very transparent way how they can earn the bonuses. We have a multi-layer structure where you can not just build your first level and do all the sales yourself, where you can train your entire organization, where you can train your business partners, and when they sell, you also will receive residual bonuses, residual income. So our marketing plan built in a way that we don't have any decompression, we don't have any restriction, there is no minimum sales required on every month. Pretty much everybody works as this solo entrepreneur. You can build your organization the way you prefer. You can get everybody as your first line and do your first sales. But if you really wanted to achieve your financial freedom by creating the money-making machine, then through the network, that's where you can achieve the biggest result. And the network can give you income today, and a network can give you lots of passive income streams too. So that's why the network is very important. Also, you can become international coach and businessman. We have specific training courses where people are those who wanted to become international speakers, international coaches. They would be able to like train others and also receive additional income streams. Guys, be patient about STO. We will come back to this. Let me finish the presentation, okay? Be a bit of patience. Also, MLCI can provide you with the opportunity to earn the loyalty program bonuses, which we have mentioned, and also unconditional base bonus, which is profit bonus. So, in every single month, you have access to multiple income streams through your network and through your personal work, number one. If you're a business coach, if you're doing the trainings, this is number two. Number three, loyalty program bonuses. Number four, bonus profit. And number five, if you're working as the local or global leader, there is also opportunity for you to receive additional income through your leadership of your country. So imagine how many income streams we have created only with one business. And that is not it. In the future, when a company will go to STO, and in the future, when the company will rather create opportunity of crypto unit to be listed, then we will have additional income streams, such as the dividends, such as the portfolio capitalization itself, and of course, through the global merchandise, the price for the crypto unit will increase as we added more assets to our portfolio. So the people who are today entering the club, they are able to buy EAP, and they have lots of crew as the bonus. When we're gonna go to the global markets, then of course people would have a direct scheme where they can purchase crypto unit directly, but of course the price will be completely different from what you have today. So today it is the best opportunities to get yourself to the company, to the business, to become co-owners of the global portfolio. And today, because we are offering this only internally, this opportunity can also be together with the multiple income streams. While the crypto unit will be global, of course, it will be still a business income streams, but what you guys getting today, it's much more. Same like in investment. Investment is always equals the risks. And the earlier you invest, the larger risk is, but the larger return is. Same in any company. When you take the company at the beginning, each company has their own risks, right? But as the company progress, as the companies go to the global, that's where all these risks are being rewarded. So therefore, make sure you understand this. And MLCI business, it's very unique, which has been created only by our company. We are pioneers in this field. We are pioneers in a new economic evolution of the world. And what we do, it's so unique to us. And all of you guys are participating on this program, and all of you are making this world a better place. So please put the plus how many of you excited about multiple income streams and what MLCI business can offer. So before we finish, I have last few questions. This will be specifically for people who are ready to go big. How many of you are ready to go big? Put 2+ if you really want to have fast track into the business. If you don't want to wait till globalization happening, if you don't want to wait when crypto units will go to the mass market and marketplaces, if you wanted to build the business now, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur now, these are I call hungry people. We have a solution for you. And I will talk through my own experience. When I learn about what I just to tell you, when I went through this course, it's actually changed my life big time. Before, as I shared with you, my experience was in sales and marketing, and I knew how to sell the product which company was offering. I knew how to communicate with the people, but I never knew how to become a successful businesswoman. I never knew how to differentiate good investment from bad investment. I never knew what is the capitalization, how $1 can become 1 million. When I learned this course, that's where it was the eye opener for me. And after this course, actually, I made the biggest decision. Remember, I told you about the second biggest decision I have made in my life is to quit my full-time job. So after I completed that course, that's where decision was made. Because I understood, no matter how many working hours I put for somebody else, but somebody else or other company will not make me successful. Only I can make myself successful. And with this thought, I decided to go to this course. I decided to take an action, learn as much as I can, and see what can I do with the instruments I learn. And I have this good quality. If I decided to do something, I just go there fully. I know there's risks. I know there's lots of people who will try to stop me and tell me that, it's maybe not a best idea. But I also believe in myself. And I decided to go for this course to learn as much as I can and use this into the practice, because practice is the key. There are two types of people. I call them libraries. These are people who know everything, but they don't act. And people who are doers. These people who learn a lot and they act a lot. So I wanted to be a doer. And I told myself that I will allow this risk. I will go for this company. I will learn as much as I can, and I will put everything into the practice. And then I will make it or not. And of course, it was not an option not to make. With all instruments we have, it's only a way forward. So the course I wanted you to consider for those who wanted to have a fast track in the business is the Master Profit course. This is our flagship course, which done on so many countries all over the world. We have thousands of people who pass the Master Profit. This is a 3-day course which can give you a quick start in the business. It provides you with a step to financial freedom. It provides you with the business investment training, and it teaches you actually how to become successful entrepreneur and how to also become successful investor. The Master Profit training is the flagship training of our company, and it's exclusive to our members only. Let's have a look what is inside. Master Profit training has a few main aspects. We have investment related topics, and we have a business related topics, and we have self-development related topics. In investment topics, we talk about fundamental fundamentals of investment, principles of capitalization, pension plan, investment objects and instruments. We talk about investment strategies. All what you can see in your slide, we teach you in the Master Profit training. We give you lots of the homework. And students who completed the Master Profit trainings, they have amazing feedback how after this training, they start integrating the strategy into the business. They start realizing how investment world works. They start realizing what is bad investment, what is good investment. And the most importantly, they start realizing of importance of being the part of the company where you co-owner of the assets, of the real assets. So the investment topics are provided to you for the entire day, where we also, by the day one, we will integrate the Genius of Finance game. So for those of you who have not yet played the game, as soon as you attend the Master Profit training, we also will include the Genius of Finance game over there. And also Master Profit includes lots of the business topics. As I mentioned, we talk about our company fundamentals. We'll talk about how to use the marketing plan, how to do the meetings, how to work with objections. We'll talk about how to, what system of school selections we have. And we talk a lot about how you can become financially free by using MLCI business. How can you reach your dreams and goals using MLCI business? So this training is very unique opportunity. And if you're new to the business, so if you're old to the business, I really encourage you go through this, go through the Master Profit training and make sure that you become a professional. You know, how many of you, let me ask you a question. How many of you use an iPhone or Samsung? How many of you use a mobile phone? Can you put plus? Awesome. Second question, how many of you have created own phone to use? Second question, how many of you created own phone? So you start making the phone yourself. How many you done it? Good, none of you have created own phone. So same with the business. Instead of just trying to create your own successful business, why don't you start using something which already been created? You know, MLCI business is not born today. MLCI business and the principle of it been created years ago. So instead of you going and doing this business chaotically, why don't you start using the structures which are already been created? Once you go through this entire book of knowledge of the Master Profit, once you participated on these trainings, you would be able to learn the strategies, how to become next millionaire, how to grow on business, how to make your life, your dreams reality. So stop wasting your time on creating on your phone. Go through professional course, get the knowledge from the most successful people in the company, and all what is needs from you, take the knowledge and do it. Receive and learn and start do it yourself. Put this into the practice, put this into perspectives. So on this note, I put the last video of the Master Profit, and then we will conclude today's webinar.
It does not matter what education you have, what your salary is, or what position you hold. Only by investing in yourself, you can achieve a decent standard of living and financial freedom. Business education is not even a trend anymore, but a necessity and a prerequisite for consistent growth. Master Profit, a professional training course delivered by the Academy of Private Investor, is the shortest way to your success. Thousands of partners across the world took that training and became leaders in the rapidly developing industry of multi-level crowd investing. Russia, Italy, Kazakhstan, the United Kingdom, Spain, Belarus, the Ukraine, Australia, Norway, Oman, Greece, New Zealand, India, and the list of countries is growing. Master Profit is a team of experienced certified coaches who received professional training and went through a rigorous selection process. It is the post-training support After the training, an online closed group to which all graduates of the course are invited will help you consolidate your skills. Putting theory into practice. You will take a unique training course, Genius of Finance, a game developed by Antonina Kianovsky and Andre Harato, during which you will in fact apply your new knowledge. Put an investment portfolio into practice. Master Profi is the only business training where after graduation, you will receive an exclusive bonus from the Academy of Private Investor and Crypto Unit program. And as a result, you do not just acquire invaluable knowledge, but you also create your own investment portfolio. The training was developed by Andre Harato, a professional multi-specialty investor and millionaire, the founder of the Academy of Private Investor, the host of the TV show The Secrets of a Millionaire, and best business coach in the financial and investment development of the individual, according to Mellon Rich Magazine and Finance Time Business Journal in 2018. The training course will help you gain knowledge in the basics of investing, creating your own financial plan, and generating capital income. You will make the first steps in investing and get an insight into 20 segments of the investment market. You will try out different investment projects and tools, create your own investment portfolio, learn to assess risks and losses, and protect your investments.